Hey guys, we're gonna start making our pumpkin pie. I'm gonna make it ahead of time. I'm making a gluten-free pumpkin pie using an almond flour crust. Let's get started. Got our pumpkin pie all done and ready for Thanksgiving. Pumpkin pie, you can either make it ahead and freeze it, or like I did, make it the day before and just stick it in the fridge until tomorrow. Hi guys, happy Thanksgiving.
Hello, I'm Kennedy. Happy Thanksgiving too.
I'm gonna get our veggies prepped. I use this for the turkey as well as in the stuffing. I cheated a little this year and got pre-peeled carrots, pre-cut celery, and then the only thing I have to cut is the onion. We always have sweet potato casserole. So pro tip for your sweet potatoes, I'm gonna wash these first and then you slice them around the middle and then up and down. And when they're cooked, it just pops right out of the skin. So I'll show you how I do that. This is my favorite fruit and veggie wash. Helps if it's open. And then I'm just gonna dry those off. I cook them in the skins, and of course we're taking the skins off when we make the sweet potato casserole, but it does help kind of get some of that superficial dirt off of there. I just score it around the middle and then along the sides, like such. And then those are ready to go in the Instant Pot. So what I'm gonna do is take my Instant Pot insert, put the potatoes in like such, and then we're just gonna fill it up enough where they're just covered. They do start to float, but that's about how much you need. Just got my Instant Pot set up over here. Plug it in, and then all you need to do, just turn it on. We're gonna do pressure, put our lid on, make sure it's sealed, high, and we're gonna do about 15 minutes and go. Next up, I'm gonna make the candied pecans. I actually put these on top of the sweet potato casserole as well as inside of it. Had a few chopped pecans left over from something I made a little while ago, and then got some finely chopped pecans. You can use halves, you can use chopped up, whichever you want. But all we're gonna do is just add the pecans with some brown sugar. I'm using this one because we try to watch our sugar intake, as well as it's gluten-free. So we can do that. And then a little bit of powdered sugar to make kind of a glaze. We're gonna mix those all up here in a bowl. You can also add like oats in here, and you can do granola. You can put some honey in there, you know, kind of whatever you want to make it just delicious on top. Some people use like maple syrup, but just a little bit of brown sugar in there. And then just a tiny bit of powdered sugar. I'm gonna also add in a little bit of vanilla extract and then some cinnamon. I don't have any maple extract, or I would have added that too, but that's also really good in there. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of water in, and I mix that up. You don't want it to be really watery, but enough where you can kind of dissolve the sugar and get everything well coated. That looks pretty good. Just gonna line this pan with some tin foil and then just put them on there. Try to get them all on one layer, no big clumps or anything. And then we're just gonna stick those in the oven. You can do them whatever temperature, just keep an eye on them because they are going to burn quickly. But I usually do like 325, 350 because I'm usually preheating the oven for the turkey anyway, and I do that at 325. The sweet potatoes just finished, so I'm gonna open up the Instant Pot, and then I'm just gonna scoop out the sweet potatoes. Of course, you always have to have marshmallows. You don't have to, but it's delicious. We're gonna use our brown sugar again. And then I like to add in some cinnamon, some vanilla. And then before we add any of that, we're gonna just push it up. You can see Instant Pot cooked them perfect. You can also boil them on the stove, of course. And then add in the goodies. I do like to add in about half of the candied pecans. And then just mix them in again. We just put our marshmallows on top. I like to just put a little bit, and then I just sprinkle the rest of the nuts on top. And then put on the rest. And then I'm all for reusing things, so I'm just gonna use the tin foil from the pan and put it right on here. And then these are just gonna sit to the side and they're all ready to go in the oven later. Next up, I'm gonna prep the potatoes. Throw in a little veggie wash. And then I usually just put some warm water in there. And then I will rinse them off. I usually peel the skins, but I don't like getting all the dirt everywhere when I'm peeling them. I do also leave a little bit of the skins in there just because it has a more rustic feel to the potatoes, and I like the way it tastes. So I just kind of rinse them off a little bit with the veggie wash. Just get some of that dirt off of there. One final rinse. I'm just gonna peel them. For the potatoes, just gonna do the same thing. Put them in my Instant Pot. And then just fill them up. And then same as with the sweet potatoes. Just gonna put our lid on there, and then we will set it to 15 minutes, and they are ready to go. So we got a ham this year. Comes with this glaze packet. Usually my parents make the ham, but I decided to go ahead and grab it because it was on sale. And then here's our big old turkey. It was actually 25.34 pounds. So it'll take about 3.5 to 4 hours to cook at 325. So we're gonna get that ready here in a minute. Gonna get the ham ready now too. Nice and easy. It's already sliced and ready to go. Pre-cooked, just have to make the glaze for it. We just have to cover this with foil, and then in the last 10 minutes of cook time, we just need to put the glaze on. Since it's already cooked, just enough to warm it through. We're gonna get the turkey ready to go. I have a stick of butter. It's room temperature. I did soften it a little bit in the microwave. I always throw a little bit of garlic in there. We're gonna do some pepper, some salt, onion powder, Italian seasoning, some garlic powder, and then a little bit of this roasted garlic and herb seasoning. Gonna put in some onions. Carrots and some celery. get my hands dirty. So I could have used a bigger bowl, but this is what I had on hand. But I kind of just make like a paste out of it. And then we're gonna rub that all underneath the turkey skin. There we go. We're just gonna set that to the side. Our big old turkey pan. Alright. Just go in here and kind of separate the skin from the meat. If you're squeamish, feel free to fast forward, look away. Make sure to get into the leg area as well. I try to leave this little piece here because it helps hold it down, but sometimes it tears anyway, and oh well. Just take our mixture and I get all up under there. Make sure you get down in the legs too. And then I like to just use the last little bit, get any butter that's kind of remaining in there and just rub it all over the outside. Such helps crisp up the skin. All right, and then I'm just gonna take some of the plain veggies, and I like to kind of put them all around. And I also put some inside as well. And I put the little foot thingy back on, like such. And then I just take some baker's twine, and then I'll do around the top. So I got one tied up here, and then I just do one around the bottom as well. Just gonna add a little bit of chicken broth. You can also do just water or veggie broth. I don't want the veggies in the bottom burning. We're gonna cover it up with tin foil. And I have my handy meat thermometer. Right there into the breast. And then in the oven she goes. And now we wait. As always, I was too busy chowing down once all the food was ready. Here is some of the food I ate, as well as a cake my sister made, my finished pumpkin pie, and then my husband requested that we get the apple pie from Costco. Here we all are enjoying our delicious meal, and I hope you did too. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!